Welcome back to the Cepheid variable. My name's Chris. Hope you guys enjoyed our interview last week with the crew of the Quartermasters of the Tabletop. They are an awesome group, and I highly recommend checking them out if you have not. Now, before we get into this episode, you know the deal. I have to read off our fine Patreon folks, and they are Taylor, Drowrin, Miles, Randy, Yam, Colby, Thomas, Randy G, Laszlo, Hovo, H-O-V-O, Jeremy, Ben, Garth, Tyler, and Nelson. Thank you again for your continued support over there on that Patreon. As I've said a lot of times, if you're interested in joining the Patreon, check the show notes. They're there, along with links to all of the other cool podcasts that we like. Pretend to be People, Stories and Lies, Sorry Honey I Have to Take This, tons of other ones. Chaos Brings Eternal, 9mm Retirement Radio, just a ton of good stuff over there, and I think you should go check them out if you are running out of stuff to listen to. That's all I got. Let's hop into this episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Bye. We had a conversation off air about fast food, and it got me thinking about one of the fast food things. I don't know if anybody else does. I was turned on to it by a friend, and it doesn't seem like it should be really good, but it is.
What's that?
You get Jack in the Box tacos. So you're already
there.
Yeah. You're already getting shit.
You're in the zone.
Then you get a little carton of ranch that they get.
Yeah. Facos and Winch.
You dip the taco into the ranch and then you eat it.
Oh man, that is a certain kind of self-loathing that I can vibe with.
You guys have never tried that?
No.
You've done it too?
That's the only way I eat.
God damn it. Hell yeah. Throw it up, brother.
Dude, in Lakewood, we called it Facos and Winch.
Well, there we go.
I love that you have a name for all of these.
Where's the F from?
No, it was
okay.
My buddy used to work at Jack in the Box in high school, and he would be like, "Yeah, motherfuckers always come through the drive-thru and like, let me get some Facos and Winch."
Dude, what the fuck?
And so we were all like, "Okay, sure."
Okay, since we're talking about like naming things, like I have like a specific name for a certain thing that I think I should just share with the world. I call them cafiddle fixes.
What?
A cafiddle fix is when you fix something, but it's only a temporary fix.
Like your dryer.
Like my dryer.
Exactly.
So it works now, but it is not a long-term fix.
I feel like that's a descriptive term.
Exactly. Cafiddle fix. Welcome to use that whenever. I use it all the time at work where I'm just like, you know what? This guy has to hold a beer and this is the only way I can do it. If he moves, it's going to be fucked up. But if he's stationary, that guy's holding that beer. But like I'm a 3D modeler if anyone's curious. But like anyway, it's a cafiddle fix. Something that's a short-term fix but not a long-term fix.
I feel like you're casting a spell when you say it.
Yeah.
Dude.
Cafiddle fix.
If it makes you feel better, do it like that. But I just want to share that little gift with the world. That's just my term for things that like works for now.
In the corpo world, we call those forever problems because it's, you shipped it at V1 and you're like, oh yeah, we'll fix this.
You're not
never
wink.
No, exactly.
Cody does not understand the colloquialism of which I'm bestowing upon the world right now, and it is optimism and hope.
Yeah,
he is not doing
They're
that.
Forever problems.
He is a corpo.
He's a corpo.
He's a corpo.
Yeah.
Through and through.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Dude, I feel like that's why we get a lot. That's the only way my brain can like really make sense of like 99% of the shit I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's like, would it make sense at work?
Yeah.
Would I make money off it? Okay.
I know. That's such a American capitalistic mindset. Yeah. But it's in our blood now. So what can we do? What can you do?
It's my superpower now.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's definitely tough to break away. I will say, like, getting kids really broke that away from me.
True.
I guess having kids. I didn't get kids. I had kids.
Yeah.
I got them. I got
kids.
I've acquired projects.
I found these ones on the street.
Like when you told us Amber was pregnant, you were just like, I don't know how it happened. All of a sudden.
I have propagated my genetics.
I told you that story when Amber called me when she was pregnant.
No.
So Amber called me.
When she was pregnant?
She called. She's like, hey,
I got a fiddle fix.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, hey, I need to tell you something. I was like, okay. I'm at work. Like, I'm in the middle of a busy day.
Dude, wait till I'm home.
And she calls me up and she's like, hey, I got something I need to tell you. I'm like, okay, what's up? She's like, I'm pregnant. I'm like, oh, cool. Well, that's what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. I'm like, dope. All right. Is that all?
Yeah. Oh my God, bro.
And she's like, nope, that's it. I'm like, all right, dope. Love you. I'll see you tonight.
Oh my
God. Okay. I have a similar story.
Is that, hold on, really quick before your story. Is
women
that,
usually want
was that
comfort
like
in that moment?
just a you reaction, or was that like a big news hitting you and you're like,
I don't
kind
know
of
how
like
to handle
zone
it.
out and I
No.
just gotta keep moving.
No, that was me. Because like, I remember like some guy was like, what's up? I was like, oh, my wife's pregnant. He's like, congrats. I'm like, oh, yeah, man, cool. I got to go pick some tile.
What the fuck? Oh my God, bro.
Because in my brain, it's like, well, yeah, that's the obvious conclusion.
I was
like,
prepared for this.
Yeah.
we were doing it to make baby.
Damn.
Baby done. Mission accomplished. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
you
Sorry.
guys are back on Titan. Successful job pulled. You are meeting tomorrow with Cluzark. You talked with Mord Thustang, everyone's favorite floating gas ball nebulous jellyfish man,
Hell yeah.
with 2 potentially sentient entities in his head. We don't know.
Yeah, no boobs.
No.
No jugs.
I will be better in the future about making sure aliens have mommy milkers for
Yeah,
me.
That's all I
Thanks,
ask.
Chris. That's all we need.
Yes.
I'm doing my best to
Why
try to
am
be
I the one that
I
needs to
need
be
this.
like?
anatomically correct and think that bugs couldn't have tits. And I'm standing by that one. But hey, in the future, who knows? Maybe she's
Tits
going
are on
to
the
be
table for
a
everybody.
big floating mass of tits. That's just a sentient tit mass. I don't know.
I need the memories for good memories.
Oh,
Oh,
Tyler's dead.
shooting bars.
Ours got shot.
what do you guys do with the rest of your day now that you've landed? You guys going to explore the city? You got maintenance is going to be done on the ship, so I don't think you guys probably want to be in there when they're doing maintenance on the ship.
Do we just drop the ship off, basically?
That's what I'm thinking. You can go boot, scoot, and boogie, turn around, go to town. I think there's another word lyric there I'm forgetting.
I don't know. Like,
Get down, go to town, turn around.
I don't want to wait
Boot,
too
scoot,
long to report in and kind of.
You got tomorrow. He's busy.
Yeah, okay.
You guys aren't.
We've reported we have a meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, Mord Fusting set up an appointment tomorrow.
Okay.
So you guys got pretty much like the rest of the day. We'll say like half a day here to do what you want.
Word.
So, is there anything you guys need to catch up on? Maybe Xander want to send his lady friend a message?
That's kind of what I'm thinking, actually. I'm
Well,
trying to decide if
spending
he's
spree?
the kind of person that would go spend his time in a bar or go spend his time at a movie theater.
What kind
But
of
if I
movie
said, I don't know, not a porno one. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad.
But I mean, he definitely would send a little message to his lady friend.
Okay.
Let her know, hey, I'm back on Titan.
Cool.
Job went okay. It was a little weird.
I can understand a bug alien race.
Yeah,
now.
like now I can. So it's a whole thing. Good trip though.
my brain got bigger.
I like to think that Game Crazy made a comeback.
Ooh,
I don't
nice.
I don't know if y'all.
I love
Dude,
Game Crazy.
Yeah.
Boys, Game
They were
Crazy.
connected to Hollywood Video.
videos. They were their dedicated game side shop from
Yeah.
Hollywood Video.
Mine turned into
Huh.
an EB Games
Dude, EB
eventually.
Games was pretty legit.
Yeah, still
But
solid, but
that's-
Game Crazy was amazing.
EB Games is what GameStop became.
Yes, true.
That's
Yes.
wild that it would go that other way. Yeah, I loved.
it's pretty well.
That's where I got my Xbox 360 from there.
Yeah.
I was their opening day at the one in Covington
Yeah.
with all those fucking nerds.
It was just awesome because they had so many stations to demo games. At mine, they had like 5 different game demo spots.
And they were pretty knowledgeable. Like everyone there was pretty knowledgeable about games and stuff like that too. Like, I remember talking with the staff there. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
I will trust your recommendation on this.
Yeah.
No.
So bring us back.
Yeah. Do you know why they call it the Xbox 360? Anyone?
No.
Why?
Because when you're playing it, you turn 360 degrees and walk away.
And you just like turn right back at the TV and walk right into the TV.
I mean, arguably that was the best console that generation.
That it was.
Yeah.
Like you can't even like hands down deny that.
No, it is. I didn't
was
have
the
one
best.
personally, but
It's so
I actually
wild.
went
Ever
the-
since
I went the
then?
Sony route. Yeah.
Shit,
Nice.
But
Which is
shit. But
great that it worked.
It's crazy that it was so popular and so good and like era defining,
Yeah.
and yet also had the most consistent, ridiculous bug like the red ring.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
I had 4 of them.
yeah, see
Yeah.
exactly.
I would just keep buying
yeah,
them.
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I sent one
Just
in
keep
for
bricking them.
Yeah.
I remember I got one. It was All Elite Football or whatever it was. Like it was the first 2K football game that they released since like NFL 2K16 or whatever. I don't remember what it was. But I was like, fuck yeah! Like I'm so stoked to play this game. And I get in my first game, fucking red rings. I was so pissed.
That's right.
And then it red ringed when I was halfway through GTA 4.
Oh, wow.
I was like in like a boat mission,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it just fucking froze and red ringed.
What
and I
was
like,
the red ring? Was it like a
Overheating?
overheating, like a
heating
thermal thing?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it would-
that's why it was so easy to fix.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I would one time I went on like a family trip, and I remember I came back home, and it had been like 2 weeks, and I went to go turn on my 360, and that bitch was on. And I turned my TV on, and it was right where I left off in whatever game I was playing. I was like, shit.
Whoa.
And it worked just fine.
That's amazing.
Yeah, did great.
That's awesome.
I do think the newer Xbox, the Series X, I think it's cool that they have multiple games that you can like jump back into the place you were in. Like the PS5 has the one game that you can do.
I think that's right.
But like Xbox, you can. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them.
Oh,
Like
wow.
you'll just
Oh,
instantly
wow.
jump
That is
back into
pretty
the game
cool,
you're playing.
actually.
Huh.
Wow.
Really cool feature.
That is
I don't have one, so I can't confirm that because
Yeah.
I went Sony route as well. Like Sony
What
PS4
was
was
the-
far superior.
What was the Xbox? The last Xbox?
Xbox Series
Yeah,
One?
what's the
X.
newest
The-
one?
the-
Xbox
the-
Series S.
So
and
the
X.
last the one before
Xbox
that,
One was the one
One.
after 360.
So I remember I used to use that just jump right in feature. Like great, it was awesome until I was playing The Witcher, Witcher 3, and using that, and turned out there's a weird bug in that where just sometimes randomly it would not allow you to save anymore.
Yeah.
And
fuck.
you just wouldn't know until it just
So you just
happened, and it
didn't
was
have a save
it was
file?
only because of that that on feature.
Yeah.
So you just start up and keep playing, but like you
It
couldn't
didn't save any progress.
you couldn't save. So like I
yeah.
realized that I lost like 10 hours of progress
That
or something.
sucks, bro.
And I was like,
Oh.
I like looked it up, figured out it's
I
because of
can't
the
take it.
just instant jump in. I was like, I'm never using this again.
Yeah,
I'm,
literally.
I am
Pedantically
always
saving always.
turn it all the way off and turn it back all the way on when I want to use it.
I'll save and then still do the standby mode, but like I'll save. Like
And I'll die on this hill. Xbox has a better controller.
No, I agree, definitely.
I am with you. I use an Xbox for my PC gaming
Yeah.
most of the time.
But don't get me wrong, the new DualShock,
the new
amazing.
DualShock is
It's
pretty
amazing.
good.
It's
It's amazing, but if I'm doing anything outside,
form factor for the
the
Xbox,
girthiness,
it's just better.
I agree with that. Yeah.
so
I mean, they nailed it with like, was it the 360 that basically made
Yeah.
the form it is now, and it has not changed.
Yeah. Which I-
it was technically it was the Xbox, the original. They had the old
Well,
Duke, the Duke,
yeah,
the
fucking-
Dreamcast
and then they
one,
made the
basically.
smaller one.
Yeah.
Do you
And
guys
the
remember
smaller
the
ones are
black and white buttons?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They were just like, let's just put a couple colors on there.
yeah.
I hated the original Xbox controller, but the Xbox 360 really.
Well, yeah.
I like the
Step.
smaller Xbox one. I got used to. I still have a bunch of the old Xbox controllers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm at the game crazy.
You're at the game crazy.
Basically, upgrading my VR mod. You know, just getting the latest Call of
Okay.
Duty 50.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And,
Yeah.
Okay,
And yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
that works.
Yeah.
It's been rebooted like 9 times.
Yeah, exactly.
What is Blex doing?
I think Blex is going to local electronic stores and getting just like some basic supplies that he probably needs, and then he's probably gonna like maybe, I don't know, get like a drink and a bite to eat, and then just spend his like rest of his night probably in his room.
Cool.
Just, like doing shit on the shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toots, what's Toots doing?
I think she probably needs to decompress. She had to hold in a lot of anger and angst during that mission, so I think she'd either go to the gym and punch something or go to the bar and drink
Yeah.
something.
I always forget you're like suspiciously swole,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
Like a
pissed.
swole
Yeah.
Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Damn.
No regrets. No regrets.
No regrets.
All right, cool. Yeah, so we see you guys each playing out these scenes. We see Zander maybe stopping at some sort of futuristic post office, getting a postcard, getting to make sure it gets on the next shuttle out of there. Maybe sends an email. I don't know how he does it.
You know what? I like the idea of in the future we can go get a postcard.
Yeah.
But like you can record them like a hollow message on it or something.
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. And they're even on the like, you know, you see postcards. They're used to see them like on a big spinny thing.
Yeah.
It's just like that, except it's electronic and
Nice.
futuristic.
Yeah.
Just like a screenshot of the skyline of Titan with all the cars flying
100%. Greetings from Titan.
by. Yeah, exactly.
Then I record a message, send it out.
I like the Blade Runner vibe where everything is like you live in a big city, like you're living in like downtown Seattle or New York. It's just in space. Like,
Yeah.
there's just like a tiny little like liquor store with like a rack of
Bodega.
of postcards. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm here with it. So are you going to go catch a movie afterwards? What was your plan?
You know what? I think actually he's going to go to a bar and play space pool.
Okay.
Space pool, nice. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just same as it is now, or if it's like 3-dimensional, but it's like
That's just Tyler. This is Zander.
yeah, this is what this is a little more based on me than most characters.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, Tyler plays pool and he's very good at it.
Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
You've gone to Vegas, right?
I have not been to Vegas.
I went last year.
No, I was really we were really
That's what it
close.
was.
We were like our team was one game away from going to Vegas.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So for Vegas is like the finals, like the nationals.
I gotta know though. Do you have like a Rain Man thing where you're like, I see the angles, and then you like go?
I wish. It's more just feel. But my pool, not my pool captain, but like basically pool captain.
The quartermaster.
He is the best pool player I've ever seen in my entire life. It is crazy. He's like Rain Man style, where he just like knows the fucking angles. Like,
wow.
We'll take a timeout, and he'll be like, "All right, so you want to hit this, and hit it with like a little bit of bottom left, and the cue ball's going to come out this way for the next shot." And I'm like, "How? What the fuck?"
Damn.
And then he can just execute it. It's the craziest thing.
That's wild.
Cool.
I want to see that.
Most impressive shit in the world. But anyways, Zander, he's not that good. But I think his time in the military, just wind down, play some space pool.
What does space pool look like?
I'm thinking it's 3-dimensional.
Okay.
Just a little bit, not like a massive, huge like cube or something like that, but like a pool table, but a little bit of depth to it.
Okay. Are we talking like, is it
Holographic.
all holographic?
Oh.
Are you
I'm
putting on a
thinking-
VR headset, or is like,
No,
is there
I'm
like an
thinking like
actual
a-
like?
I'm thinking
you use
like
a cue,
an actual cue,
Okay.
and like a base that just projects a hologram.
A laser cue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Laser cue.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. I think that's cool.
I'm into it.
That sounds good. I like it.
Is there a casino?
Yeah. Why wouldn't there be?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I was
know
just
it.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, it's hard for me to like think of gambling in the non American sense, because
Right.
like in America, gambling, like actual like slots and everything, if you're not in Vegas, are typically tied
hard to find.
they're typically tied to like Indian reservations. Indian reservations are allowed to have
Yeah.
non-card based gambling. So like I always default to like it's just going to be card based. But no, there's like some sort of gambling hall, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So
Probably mix that in too.
okay,
Yeah.
I can dig it.
Yeah. She has her vices.
She does have her vice. Helps to relieve.
Yeah.
So we see Toots pounding out some on the bag, punching stuff, getting angry. Maybe
Mad.
maybe get like a sparring partner and like you're pushing them back a little bit more.
Got a little too angry with it.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe you like do a kick and it like knocks the pad out of their hand or something like that, and you got to
Yeah.
snap two.
Yeah, do
Definitely-
better.
Definitely some Arcane Vi energy.
Oh God. Yeah.
I don't know that reference.
I know you should watch the
should
show
watch.
because it's fucking amazing.
It is
no
fucking
other
amazing.
animated
No.
show has ever had like an average of 9.7 on IMDb for every episode,
Yeah.
or every episode is above like a 9 rating.
Yeah.
Like that's how good it is. They spent 30 years, fucking 20 years making this show.
It,
You
not
should watch
Moana,
it. You
so
should
I'm
watch
good.
it. It's
I
literally
love
free.
Cody, but I would leave him for Vi in a heartbeat.
Yes.
And he understands.
And I would watch. It'd be-
Jesus.
I don't take it back. I don't.
I mean, you couldn't leave him because that's a fictitious character that doesn't exist. But
True.
I get it.
I wish
There
it
you
was
go.
real.
So we see Toots getting into this kind of sparring match at a gym, local gym. I don't know if they have like a pay. You just go in for a day or something like that. Maybe you say you're going to try the gym out. I don't know how that really works. Maybe just fight people in an alley.
She has
Could
a
do that too.
YMCA member.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Just stomping around finding people in alleys.
I can also see that. I feel like she would just get drunk and then look for a fight too. Like
Was this an RPG grinding experience?
I'm grinding.
But
But like I also see her just like not knowing where to channel that energy because like she did not like being held against her will. She's just angry about the Dominion doing
Yeah.
whatever the Dominion fucking
Fight
wants
me.
to. And like I can picture her just getting drunk and going into the alley and just punching some random dudes. So that's also a possibility.
there you go.
Now I'm just picturing you as like Patrick Bateman stabbing homeless people.
Wow.
I mean that's not too far off. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, let's hope that's a psychopath move, but that was a wild move. Yeah, apparently the book's even worse.
The book is worse. Can confirm.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. So we follow Toots as she's going. We'll say I don't want to have you beating up homeless people.
Well,
I think that's a step in the
some
a weird
bad
direction.
guys dealing drugs in the alley is something.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad guys.
I mean, or just not a bad guy, not a homeless person, just some random bar goers.
That guy. That what he said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Belligerent.
Maybe it's like some guy like tries to put the moves on you or
Yeah,
does something stupid, so you
exactly.
knock him out for that reason.
Some men with fragile egos.
I'm homeless.
Yeah, exactly. This is the first time I put on clothes and had enough money to...
I just felt like a person
I
for
was
a second.
just wanted some change.
Damn, dude.
I just came inside to get some water.
God damn it.
I just wanted to be someone.
God damn it.
Yeah, good job, Toots.
Yeah, good job, Jesus.
I don't give a fuck.
Damn, dude.
You're like Natalie Portman rap.
Just like. Okay, yeah. And then she starts stabbing everyone. Just stabbing. Just stabbing little kids.
Whoa.
Stabbing.
I feel like Toots got to make a new character. Like Toots is just going to go to jail.
This is this turned into a fucking problem.
You guys know you had a psychopath? So we see Toots go to the bar. Maybe there's an altercation that happens where, some guy tries to get fresh with her. She's not having it. Knocks his ass out.
Yeah.
Cold cocks him.
Yep. Full on adult.
And she's like, you know what? Gonna go calm down. She played cards, right?
She plays cards.
Okay.
Real good. Or bad. Depends on what the streak is, I guess.
That's true, yeah. I mean, that's gambling.
Yep.
And so you find a local gambling den. I'm sure it's got Lucky in the name or something like that.
I'm sure.
Like the Lucky Pig or something like that.
Lucky Pig. I like that name.
Yeah.
Lucky Strike. It's like, wait, this is just bowling.
There's a. So, does anybody go to the casino?
I mean, does anybody else want to go with her?
No, I'm talking us in real life.
I've been one time, but accidentally dressed like one of the waitresses, and people kept asking me for their drink order. Never again.
I've been to the Muckleshoot Casino once in my life.
Okay,
And
that's
then
more
I've
what
been
I'm
to
thinking.
Vegas. But
Well, the only reason I'm asking is because when I'll go with my brother and his wife, and me and my girlfriend will go every now and then. We'll just like have a night of it.
Yeah.
But there's a slot machine called the Pigs, or something
yeah.
yeah. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
So when it's like a bank of them hooked up, but like when you keep gambling, the pigs on screen get bigger and bigger and bigger until
okay,
they-
I played that in Vegas.
yeah.
Wow.
So Lucky Pig, I like it.
There we go.
I'm 400% up in Vegas. I did one slot machine in the airport and made $20 off of 5. So
Nice.
There you go.
We landed. We get off the plane and David looks over. He's like, "Oh, I want to go to the arcade over there." I'm like, "You can't. You can't touch this. You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
That's for adults." So we took out. Amber and I each took out $40, and Amber won $70,
Nice.
Damn,
and then I won nothing.
Yeah.
Because I get really bored and I stop caring,
Yeah.
and I just want it over with. And so just taking my money, I was like, I've already allocated this money to gambling, so I'm going to spend it gambling, but I'm not going to have fun doing it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's why I realized I shouldn't gamble.
Yep.
So
At least you guys only lost $10.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Toots, you go to this gambling. You're at the Lucky Pig. We see you sitting down, playing your cards. And hour goes by. Give me a luck roll.
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see how
Let's do it.
you're doing.
If there's going to be a luck roll, this is probably it.
Double snake eyes.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not double one, but yeah, double twos. Yeah, exactly.
Double twos.
I was gonna make the snake eyes.
I
joke,
didn't
too.
think she'd be doing great, just for the
Okay.
record.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
What is your luck score?
Where is it under?
It should be an added one.
Oh, 5.
Okay. So not the best night. Maybe she's still in her head about everything that's happening. It's just running cool. She's not doing very well.
Yeah.
And someone joins the table.
Sorry. I don't
Someone
know who
gets
it
up.
could be.
Someone leaves. Someone sits down next to them.
Oh, so it's just a normal.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing.
Just the guy that she stabbed in the
Yes.
alley.
Someone else comes and sits by you. That's it.
Like, why'd you stab me?
I need the money. I gotta heal myself. And they kind of are talking with everybody at the table, like chatting everybody up. They seem like they're in a pretty good mood. And they turn towards you, and they're just like, "How's the table, ma'am? Everything working out pretty well here? Should I be sitting here or not? What do you think?
She's like,
Is it hot or is it cold?"
cold table, cold, but she's probably drunk at this point and has like a cigarette or something.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's like, cold table, wouldn't place a bet, but gotta follow it through. See it till it's dead.
And so he's like, no, I hear that. No, I understand. He's like, oh, deal me in. And, puts his credits down and gets his cards. Are we playing some made-up card game? Are we doing like 21? What do you think she's playing?
Go fish.
It's going to be.
She's like, table's dead. You got any kings?
It's a game called Stardust Jacks.
Okay.
Nice, that's a good one.
wow.
That does sound like a poker variant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming jacks are like double points or something like that, hand-wise.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So they're you're sitting there, and he's kind of like talking to you. He's talking to the person next to you, or on the other side of him. We'll say it's like kind of that weird horseshoe-shaped table. There's probably 8 people. We'll say there with the dealer. We going to human, android, or like holographic dealer? What do you think? Does like a little like robot thing come out and like shoot the cards to you?
I'm going to say like robot body, but with like a nice chubby little hamster guy sitting on top that's just like has 2 little remote control arms that he's just kind of shooting
Hell
at
yeah.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
like a clear dome up top?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's got like a little wheel and like a little water thing that he's just like every once in a while he'll go back and be like, and then like come back, and then like he also like has like an English accent for some reason when he talks into the speakerphone. And he's just like, everyone's doing a great job here.
Okay.
Everyone's doing great.
Yeah.
Okay, you can.
Now I got to do English. Yeah, I got to do English accent.
Yeah,
now.
he's programmed. His little voice monitor is programmed to have a British
Perfect.
accent.
I love it.
Yep.
So yeah, he's just like, everyone got their cards. All right, here we go. Now gonna start the round.
I
He
love
like
it.
flips over his card, and I don't know how it works, but anyways, the game has begun. And the guy the new individual turns towards you, Toots, and looks. He's like, "Say, you look familiar. Have we met before? Are you Hero Hold On Titan?"
She doesn't even look at him. And she's just like she like throws her card in with like a chip or 2. And she's just like, I get that a lot. Nope, just passing through.
Okay, you look really okay. Good to know. And he keeps playing his cards.
Do I have to roll like a well, I guess I didn't look at him, so I don't know who he is. Do I have to roll a persuade or something?
I can give me a recon roll.
Oh, okay.
Persuade really wouldn't matter here, but yeah, give me a recon roll.
Sure. I'm calling myself out.
That's good.
Better 8 on the dice, 1 recon, so 9.
9. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna tell you difficulty here because you don't know it.
I don't know what's happening.
You don't.
I went from stabbing people to losing at cards.
You didn't stab anyone. I'm not gonna let you make your character a murderer like that. Because I can't justify letting them walk the streets. Although I had to do that in a home game. Some guy stole a bunch of stuff and he got caught. Oh, wow. And I was like, all right, give me a roll to try to sweet talk your way out. And he couldn't talk his way out. So I was like, all right, they're going to cut your hand off.
Yep. Oh, damn.
Got one less hand. So yeah, he's like kind of looking at you. Next card round goes by. Give me a luck roll. We'll see who won.
Okay.
I'm going to roll for him. You roll for them. I got an 8.
I got a 9. Oh, well, 9 plus 5. Do you add
no,
one?
just whatever you rolled.
I got a 9.
Okay, cool. Yep. So you win. You actually win the hand. You win.
Of course.
You beat him
By design.
Of course.
By design.
This is skill.
It is.
Luck is a skill.
Next round gets dealt out, and he's just like, he keeps glancing. He's like, I got it. Now I know where you're from. Oh, it was just driving me crazy. You own the Saigon Baptist, right? That's where it is. Oh, of course.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it took me a while. I knew I was gonna get there though. Oh.
She kind of like slowly puts down her drink. I think she puts her cigarette like behind her ear because I think that's what cool people did in like the 90s movies, 80s movies. And she like turns over.
Did they
to
do
him.
it lit?
Yeah.
No.
She's like, well, okay. How about?
Let me just put this lit cigarette on my hair.
Damn.
No, she puts it out on her tongue. What do I have to roll for that?
Give me the endurance roll.
Holy shit, that's...
Give me 8+.
Do a con roll so you don't puke.
Yeah.
I think she
That's
ate a bug
that's
without puking.
that's
So she's
endurance.
pretty good at that.
I
Ash is
would,
kind of-
as a former cigarette smoker, I would eat 10 bugs over 1 cigarette.
Yeah.
On someone
100%.
who's accidentally drank ash, yeah.
I got a 6 on the dice, but I don't have anything to add to it.
No endurance? Okay.
Oh, I have a +1 endurance. Never mind. So 7.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel very good. Go ahead and knock your endurance down by 1 point.
Okay.
So you took 1 point of endurance damage.
It's like, I'm just trying to picture this in my head. Like, this is absolutely just some weird
down,
shit
too.
somebody would do to look tough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no,
it's
sorry.
execution.
Yeah.
Yeah, so your endurance goes down by 1. Essentially, you took 1 point of damage. So once your endurance goes all the way down, then you split between taking strength and dexterity. And then once all those are at 0, you are dead. When 2 are completely at 0, you're unconscious.
It's worth it. I don't care.
So,
it's worth it.
So you don't.
I try to cover it up, but it's like.
I think you put it on there. It definitely hurts, but you're able to
keep it together.
You hold face, but it definitely hurts.
Damn, it's metal.
And she's just like, that was a weird choice to do, but okay. Not quite sure why you do that, but
It's like, man, you're hardcore.
She is hardcore, and she's like, who is inquiring about the Saigon Baptist? While just trying to chug her beer without trying to get the taste out.
You know who is inquiring. I figured I didn't think we'd find you. Kind of figured you would have hopped very, very far away, but no, we're here. Appreciate the meeting we have here. It's good to know that we can still find you.
Does she recognize him?
You don't recognize this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, look, they want to talk with you. You obviously have some information and want to make sure everything there with loose end wise might be tied up. So if you're willing to have a friendly chat, just going to be, doesn't have to be anything formal. You could, don't have to do it now. Just do it, well, they'd like to do it soon. So maybe, tomorrow, day after. And we're not going to be here a whole lot longer, we hope, but, we'd like to get this resolved by, soon as possible. It's late. I understand you're not in the best decision-making skills as you just put a cigarette out on your tongue. So I'd rather this be under, with all your faculties there, if that makes sense. And he kind of slides you like a data pad, just pans over. It's like, that's going to have the address where they want to meet. It's number. Just call that number, let them know what day is going to work for you. And we'll have a chat. That's all it is. Just keep it cordial, keep it friendly.
She kind of just laughs, and she's just she points around the room at the cameras and everything. She's like, haven't you heard? I'm a Dominion lapdog now. I got caught. I can't get to the Saigon Baptist. It's worthless now. I don't got anything. I'm being watched like a hound dog. I got to finish out my time.
I know you do, but you owe us money. You owe them money. And they're not going to forget that. And if you can't pay it off now, maybe maybe there's something else you can help with to pay off part of that debt. We'll have that talk.
Some homeless people you can stab.
And I'll do it with
a whole
cigarette.
ton of them. We just got a whole gaggle of them.
I'm just going to stab everyone. And she's just like, we done here?
He's like, yeah, of course. No, of course. You have yourself a wonderful night. He's just like, I'm gonna cash out now. And he plays down those last 2 cards. It's like both of them are jacks or something like that. And he just kind of turns to his shoes like, call the number. It's not gonna be pretty. If I found you here, I can find you wherever you're gonna go. I know that you got yourself a little crew. We know that you guys just landed. You can't outrun us. I know you tried, but we caught you now. We'll catch you again if we need to.
Damn.
So, call. And he pats you on the back. A little tougher than he needs to be. A little rougher of a back pat. And he just kind of walks out the door.
Yeah, he just slapped a boulder from what I know.
Damn,
rock hard. Toots is
away,
rock hard.
God damn, that hurt. And then we cut to Jedt Coinbitter.
Yeah.
He's at Future Game Freak or
Game Crazy.
Game Crazy.
Yeah.
Talking with the guy behind the counter, getting the newest Call of Duties.
Yeah.
It's like, what? I won't take Blex's voice. That's not.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jake.
You're okay.
Yeah.
He's like, what do you got for what system are you running? What are you trying to run these on?
Yeah, I don't know. I got this old Gen VR that I've been using so far. I mean, it's probably 5 years old at this point.
5 years. I mean, there's newer up. I mean, if you want to trade that in, we could give you store credit towards the newest one if you want.
I mean, is it? What's better about the newer models? Just higher frame rate?
Yeah, you can play the newer games. Some of those games, the older VRs, you're limited on the software that you can install on them. They're not really up to speed with the newer versions, but
nice.
Yeah, I'd give you, but if it's what gen is it? Is it Gen 3 or 4?
Yeah, it's 4. So
Okay.
I just got it as soon as 4 was
I
out.
could probably give you like 25 credits for it.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, no, honestly, I could trade up. Is there a newer game that has like, the photorealistic or like actual mechanical like reload, like how to load in the magazine and reload for various guns, like basically a sandbox? Yeah.
There's been some military, some Dominion, Prime Dominion like military training games that they put out recently. They're really trying to create games that kids can play to get into the military.
Perfect.
Sorry, I just want to make that joke.
Yeah, no,
there actually was a game
real.
like that came out a long time ago, that they were the U.S. government funded to make a video game that kids could play to better learn war, and then you could progress your ranks in there, and it was applicable towards the army.
Wow. Yeah, it's called Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Is it like Ender's Game?
It wasn't
basically-
Arma.
It's called Blood Diamond.
I think it was called like America's Army or something like that. I'm not even fucking joking. It was wild.
God,
It was this like weird
It's
online multiplayer game that they had set up, and you had to go to the
wild.
training range and shoot your guns. so you could
It
get
is
your level.
America's Army. It's a series of
Yeah.
games developed and published by the U.S. Army.
Jesus.
Wow.
I mean, isn't
I believed you,
Transformers
but-
subsidized by the
it's
Army,
basically
right?
Ender's Game.
I don't know if it's subsidized, but them and Marvel, they have to send all of their footage into the DOJ to
Right.
get it approved.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, or it might be the DOD.
What's this?
I'm sorry.
Like
Marvel and
Transformers.
Transformers, they have to send.
I guess it's going to deal with a lot of government stuff. That makes sense.
Yeah, so so they look good.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally
Well,
you can
I
tell
thought-
it's pretty thick. They're on a whatever a ship,
Exactly.
and then the way that they portray everything.
Yeah,
is
they're
so
like dope
positive,
fighter
right?
jets, and they're
so
like,
confident.
we don't propaganda.
Yeah,
I thought the U.S. the military did consult with Marvel until a certain point because
I think something happened.
it was not clear in the film in the movies where Shield ranked on military hierarchy and what they were subject to, so they stopped working with them.
Oh, interesting. Wow.
I'll say, was it Captain
like, we're
America
about
where
to
it turns out
present.
the U.S. government was bad, infiltrated?
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right, yeah, which I'm happy.
That
with.
sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on it, but yeah. So yeah, he's just trying to basically upsell you on the newest edition,
Got it.
which is I mean, the newest model's 400 credits, but obviously he's trying to get 25 credits for trading.
Okay.
That's me shitting on GameStop and their stupid policies.
No, 100%. Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. He's
100
he'll-
credits new,
Yeah,
5
yeah,
credits
yeah.
turn value.
Yeah, exactly.
But he'll tell you, there's definitely some newer games that have
Nice.
whatever you're looking for. He can recommend you a couple titles.
Yep. Oh,
Soldier of Fortune, we'll say that their series made a comeback. I missed that game, but
Nice. I talked about some pilot sims too and stuff. Just keep so I grab all that.
I like that idea that there are probably more of those in the future, like training modules
Love it, yeah.
than video games.
Oh, yeah.
It would make sense it would have those.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Love
absolutely.
it.
So,
Grab a bunch. I'm willing to
Perfect.
fork down for some training
cool.
material.
You're able, let's say it costs you all of 200 credits to get what you need.
Love it.
And yeah, so we see you get those. You make your way out. And we cut to Blex. You are getting some stuff from the electronics store. Okay. What are you getting? You getting stuff for just general goods, or you getting anything specifically for?
No, I think he's probably just doing a general re-up on the stuff that he uses most commonly in his
Day-to-day.
research and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a new set of tools kind of thing.
No, probably not even that. Probably just I need more. I need another spool of wire, or just simple shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So we'll say there's probably a Radio Shack or whatever the futuristic
Yeah,
version of that
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
I don't know if those are all gone as well too. There's
Fries.
not a whole, even fries are gone out of this area, which is crazy to think.
Well, Fry's just abruptly went out of business one
Yeah.
day.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did like overnight. They just shut.
I think there's a story behind that. I'm pretty sure execs bought it and then forced it down because they wanted to liquidate it and basically get their
Probably.
payout.
Gotcha.
Yeah, kind of similar to Joann's. They were like, "Oh, we're going to shut down half of our stores," and now all of the stores of Joann's are closing down.
I thought they got bought by a private equity firm.
Oh, did they? I
might
thought
be,
they
I
were
might be
like
wrong about that.
they did bankruptcy for the 7th time or whatever. It was crazy.
The
And
Joann's in Federal Way is like a dystopian hellscape.
I
Crazy.
Is
I'm
that the one by the Black Bear Diner?
think so.
Maybe I don't know where a Blackberry is over there.
It's like across from the mall.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, I spoke
yeah.
wrong. They were trying to find a buyer and couldn't.
I'm pretty sure that's
Okay.
That's crazy.
I think one of my friend's sisters works there.
Okay.
Well,
And she
worked.
She only worked there to get money to go to Securicon. And so she would save up all her paychecks and she would set money aside for the hotel room, tickets to Sakuracon. Sorry, Sakuracon. Be better about that.
There you go.
And then she would buy a new pair of shoes for the weekend.
There you go.
And that's all.
All you need. Yeah, it is crazy over there. I am honestly kind of glad that they're shutting it
Oh
down.
yeah, everyone that worked there hated their lives. It's like
it's
if
pretty
you asked
clear.
for anything, they would have been like, "Why are you disturbing my day with your petty questions?"
They're almost like,
Did you
honestly,
answer?
dude,
Why
just
were you?
steal it. When you find it, just walk out because we're not going to fucking stop you.
Yeah. I mean, I never stole anything from there, but I thought about it. I just didn't want to like wait in line because they had one cashier and 50 customers. And...
That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, how are you fucking bankrupt?
Yeah.
Like there's always a ton of people in line when I'm here and there's no one working.
Yeah.
I don't
I remember
understand.
like I needed to get fabric cut and there was like literally 30 people waiting to get fabric cut. One old lady going and then someone came to the counter and they're like, "Hey, can you maybe just call someone else to help cut fabric so people don't have to wait so long?" And I kid you not, this old lady went to her little speakerphone, put her hand on her ear and she's like, "Yeah, I'm having customers yell at me because there's so many customers waiting to get fabric and I really need help over here. If anyone can help me cut fabric, I don't want to get yelled at anymore." It was just
Wow.
Guys are assholes.
that was the
Weird
Federal Way Joanne's.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It's snowball effect. It's bad, and then it gets worse because it's bad.
It does. So we see Blex get everything he needs, kind of pack it all up,
Bunch of yarn.
bunch of yarn,
Yep.
I love
some crochet
yarn.
needles.
Wire and yarn.
He stubbed some paintbrushes in his pocket.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nice.
For his oil paintings he's going to do later.
Yeah, for his Warhammer minis. Yep.
He would.
I'm not fucking. There's no one in this fucking store. There's 20 fucking people in line, and I know you're not gonna fucking get to me for about 45 minutes. I'm walking out.
Yeah.
I agree with Jake.
I don't
on
just
this.
Joanne.
100%. Yeah.
I agree with Jake on this. I don't blame him at all.
I don't, yeah.
Sorry, Chris.
No, you're good. Fuck them corporations.
Fuck them.
Exactly.
Like I would care as much about them if they cared about me, and I know that
Yes,
they would.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
They do care.
About
Well,
your
if
wallet.
they cared, then they would have been like, "Hey, let's have more cashiers or more people to cut fabric." But they don't care.
But they need to pay their executives more.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, who's going to
Won't
pay
you
their
think of
yearly
the
bonuses?
poor executives?
Yeah, that totally worked for them, going bankrupt and closing all their stores and firing thousands of people.
I mean, they're still going to get paid, so yeah, it
Yeah,
did.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no downside for them.
That's the
No, I'm
unfortunate
even
thing.
more on Jake's side on this.
Now they're going to go to Amazon and do some same thing there. Something
Yep.
stupid.
Dude,
So
it's rough. It's rough out there.
But yeah, so I'm.
you get what you need.
Yeah.
You go to the store. We see you get back to the ship. What does Blex do in his downtime?
I think
Is he
he
reading?
blasts like really loud techno music,
Okay.
like, and probably just works on his cybernetic stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So we see you guys gather up back at the ship eventually. Various hours. I'm assuming who... I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel like Zander would be the first back.
I mean, he wouldn't stay out too late. Like, I mean, I think at his age, he's not closing down bars. He'd head back like around.
Isn't he like 37?
Yeah. I don't even like closing down bars.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
younger than that. No, I don't. I don't anymore. I'm gonna say he'd probably be back to the ship around like 7 or 8.
I need Lion Cat in this house.
Lying.
Hey man, I have not closed down a bar in I don't know, a long time.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Well, you guys like the Star Lake or Lion
Yeah.
Flat, yeah. So
Yep,
I never liked bars, so never really went to them.
that's fair.
I don't like large groups of people, and
See,
I don't
that-
like large groups of drunk people.
That's why I don't stay late anymore because I don't want big crowds of drunk people.
Yeah.
Go there when there's nobody there, where I can play pool, not get bothered, and then leave before it gets busy.
I had like a graphic tee on, and this drunk guy comes up and he's like, "You got a loud shirt, bro. Wow."
Right?
And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
Go away."
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever went to a bar was at it's not there anymore in Kent, but some old guy came up to me and I was just drinking a fucking Alaskan Amber. And he's like, "You look like a guy who's looking for a pussy or some pussy or a fight.
What the hell?
Which one is it?" And I was like, neither. Like, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm just here to drink a beer with my friends. Like, what? Like, I'm not gonna fight you, old man. Like,
Damn.
There's a certain crowd of weirdos.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? I don't like this. I don't want to be around this. So, and I've done my best not to. So,
But anyways,
Yeah.
Zander comes back around 7 or 8.
okay.
So I don't know who would be
Get some
there.
Metamucil.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
gotta
good.
stay regular.
Love it.
Have a nice cup of tea and go to
This was,
bed.
good
Oh,
for you,
that's a good
everybody.
call. That's a good call.
Yeah.
So maybe you come home, you hear Blex get in, you just hear like a loud thumping of techno music through the walls. But maybe you're probably used to it by now.
Yeah, I might be secretly a fan of it,
You know?
depending on the type of music.
Catch yourself just like do.
Yeah.
That's not the music it's listening to.
Yeah.
Well, give us a sample.
It's like this.
Dude, hard style,
The
bro.
real
Just
industrial shit.
Okay.
Like, that's sick, yeah.
I figured it was gonna be like, yeah.
Like disgusting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like not fun to listen to at all. Like music for people on tons of speed.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, no thanks. Not a fan of that, actually.
So it's basically the scene in Blade when he's fighting everyone in the club.
It sounds familiar.
Okay.
I more so have the beginning of The Matrix in mind, when those people
Oh,
knock
yep.
on
Yeah.
Neo's door and they're like buying the program or whatever. Those people in the club that they go to, that's what I imagine
Nice.
Okay.
Flex as.
I don't know a whole lot of industrial like techno music, so it's a very blind
Me
spot
neither,
of mine.
Mhm. They also listen to polka.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just making that
I'm
up.
okay. I would have believed you. You didn't have to say I was making that up. I would have been like, oh, well, interesting fact. So
Just figured that'd be a very hyperbolic thing. It would be
Yeah.
funny.
we see probably, I assume, like Jedt. I feel like Toots would be the last one in.
Probably.
I feel like that
Wasted.
makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Jedt gets there, goes to his room. I like to think like each of you has like a scene where you're making like a lunch or like a dinner in like the common area, but unless you ate while you're out and about.
Bar food for sure.
Bar food for sure. Okay.
Fish and chips.
Oh, there we go.
Space fish and chips.
Get a little good tartar sauce with it.
Get some pretzel.
Space
and
tartar
beer
sauce.
cheese.
Sorry. Some starter sauce. I don't know. Just space relish.
Absolutely.
Just space relish and mayonnaise. That's all it is. And juice. And then, we see Toots come crawling home, last but not least.
Mm-hmm.
Probably pretty shaken from everything that she's had to deal with today, but
Is she shaking?
I don't know. That's up to her.
I feel like this isn't the first time she's had a shakedown.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But they know where you're at.
Yeah, it's kind of scary.
They're aware of where you are.
For now.
Okay.
But we're supposed to be here until at least tomorrow, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
But they did mention they know you have a crew in a ship. They did say that.
Yeah, that would suck if they
So.
knew where my ship was.
Could be.
But I don't
Who
know.
knows? Only the shadow.
That. Yeah.
And so we see you guys turn in for the night. Wake up in the morning.
Feeling like P. Diddy.
No.
No,
No, I hope not. I hope not. So,
Did not age well.
Yeah, no.
it did not age well.
Yeah.
So we see you guys get up in the morning, make your coffee, get ready, shower, get your probably a little bit nicer clothes because you're going to be meeting the director again.
Put my nice shirt on.
Okay.
I don't think Blex owns nice clothes.
Yeah. That tracks.
I think he just owns like cybergoth stuff.
you got one that's clean. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xander puts on a polo.
Nah. No polo.
No.
Just a nice button up.
Oh, going button up. I feel like that's like fancier than a polo.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't see him as a polo person.
Okay. Yeah. That tracks. That's fine. How about Jedt? What's Jedt?
Yeah, it's my like
Button up?
salesman suit. It's like it's a fusion of old and new. It's got
So
like
full-on
it's got like
suit?
a vest. Yeah, it's
Oh,
like got
damn.
the and it's buttoned up, but you can tell though that it's like it's worn for wear. Like
Does he have the undervest too?
Yes.
Oh.
So it's the full thing, but
Damn.
it's like a little older and maybe like he probably needs a new one, but like it's what he uses.
What color are we thinking? Like a dark blue? Black?
Neon green.
It would look terrible on his
Purple?
complexion.
No, I do think he goes the humble, like like a some kind of darker brown.
Okay.
Classy,
Okay.
but like
Gotcha.
not
Nice.
a brighter brown.
Okay. What about Toots? What's Toots doing?
I feel like Toots
No
would...
sleeves?
I was thinking, okay, something similar. I was thinking like she's a politician, so she's definitely going to dress up just a little bit. So I was thinking just like a nice, like, it looks like a suit. You know, it's got a tie and a dress shirt, but the sleeves are rolled up past the elbow, so you know you get the veiny arms.
Okay.
And then nice like embroidered filigree pants, I guess.
Nice.
You know, like something higher end, but definitely like a suit.
I don't feel like
okay.
I feel like Toots doesn't have like bad clothes.
No.
Like I feel like it's like the suit that she's wearing that she got from like the Sheridan 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't see her wearing like anything grungy.
No, she's better than most people. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
all right, so we see you guys gather up, hail a taxi.
Oh yeah.
Get you guys or Space Uber or whatever. Maybe they send you. We'll say they send you a car.
Yeah.
We've already talked about that. They know you're coming.
Yeah.
As well they should.
They send you a space
limousine.
Escalade.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get into it. Again, we have that scene of it lowering down to your guys' ship, kicking up sand everywhere.
I like a montage of this where we like the suit up thing, you know?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
like, yeah, exactly. And like we were slow motion walking, you know, like down like the hallway or whatever.
Yeah.
It's at the Sharp Dressed Man.
Yeah, exactly. I know. And like in the contrast,
Dude,
you got to have the ragtag crew. You got the buff, you know, like she's got her sleeves rolled up. I'm prim and proper. You got t-shirt, nice t-shirt.
Cybergoth.
Yeah, cybergoth.
I'm thinking like patent leather jacket, trench
nice.
coat down to
Perfect.
my ankles,
Exactly.
and like those
love it.
huge Cybergoth boots
Oh yeah.
that are like a
Oh.
6-inch lift,
Yeah, yeah.
and they go up to like my knee.
Nice.
Yeah,
In the slow.
and like a black mesh
Yeah.
tank top.
I just imagine
Like
Blex like
fishnet.
hissing at him, just like grabbing a shirt and just smelling it. It's like, ugh, put that back. Like grabs one, smells like, puts
Yeah.
it.
Love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Have you watched Righteous Gemstones?
The first 2 seasons.
Okay, because that's what it reminds me of is when he goes to the goth club, like all the Satanists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you gotta watch it. It's a good show, Tyler.
I keep hearing that.
It's
I read
one of the
it's on
funny
my
shows.
list.
So, all right. So we see you guys. This weird crew
Hell yeah.
shuttling
Total
to
mismatch.
this limousine that's been brought. Completely, like there's no driver. We'll say it's like the future
Sure.
self-driving propelled car.
Hell yeah.
Takes off, gets into all of this traffic that we've seen in the air before, and jettisons off towards the consulate main building. And we'll see what happens next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
shoot. Boop.